Yo, what's up guys? So we're in another video today. So now in this video, currently we are in Snapshot 25W02A right over here. And this snapshot right over here adds a bunch of new features to the game right over here. And today we're going to be showcasing it and talking about it right over here. So yeah, now anyway, so you guys can see all the features that this snapshot adds. So most of these are kind of minor changes, but like kind of add quite a bit to the game at the same time though. So the first one right over here is the leaves right over here. Obviously all the leaves I have right over here are already in the game, like they weren't added in this snapshot, of course. I think we all know that. But what is new is these leaf particles underneath the leaves. So if you look under here, you can actually see there's leaf particles and they're falling from the leaves right over here, and you have it for all the different leaf types. Although it seems oh, never mind. Okay, for a second it wasn't generating the leaves right over there for the mangrove, but like, so you have it for all of the different leaf types. And I think this is a part of consistency, because if you look at the other leaf types, so as you can see with the cherry and the pale oak, those ones already had falling leaves, but the other wood types didn't. So that has been added. So honestly, I think that's really cool. And then the next two are two new kind of blocks right over here. So the first one is called wildflowers, and the second one right over here is called leaf litter. Now, wildflowers are pretty similar to the regular, what is it called again? Pink petals. So it's pretty similar to the pink petals right over here. If we look right over here. So it's very similar to that, as you can find them on the ground in like, similar to how you can find these pink petals in the cherry biome. I forgot where you can find these wildflowers, but obviously I think it's in just like, probably like flowery kind of biomes. I think one of them was like the meadow, I think. So you have those ones. So yeah, so you have that right over here. And I think personally the the name for the wildflowers, I think that is a like a placeholder name, as that seems kind of generic. So I think that's a placeholder name. So I'm gonna guess that name is probably gonna change, or maybe it won't. Maybe that is the name they're going for. But honestly, it's a pretty generic name, so I think it might be changed, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the other one right over here is the leaf litter, and this one is a bit different. So this one right over here, you actually find that on the ground naturally. And if we go over to this forest biome over here and you go look under the trees, you can actually find tons of this stuff right over here. So honestly, I think this is a really nice atmospheric change to the game over here, to like the forest biomes over here. So, and then also in areas where there's no trees, it doesn't have this kind of stuff. So you can only find it when there is like trees around. So yeah, and I think it is possibly farmable, or I'm not entirely sure. As I think, you know, if you place down a tree or whatever, I'm not sure if it's gonna spawn that. But one thing I do know is that if you smelt the leaves in a furnace now, it will actually give you these new leaf litters. And so these ones, so something I should also have clarified before is, okay, so like for example with the pink petals and the new wildflowers, if you bone meal it, it will give you these kind of flowers around it. It will give you more of the flowers. However, with the leaf litter, it doesn't do that, so you can't get that. So yeah, and then the other thing about the leaf litter is that this can also be used as a fuel source, as it gives you one item per two of these, so you would need at least two to smelt one item. So yeah. Now anyway, so that is the wildflowers and leaf litter. And also another thing is, of course, similar to how if you put the pink petals into a crafting bench, it will give you pink dye. The wildflowers give you yellow dye, but the leaf litter does not give you anything. So you have that right over here. And then the final two things right over here, it's one change, but it's two new variants. So this right over here is the pig, and I decided to name them Herbert and George. I just thought those would be funny names, but also partly was so when I was finding them, and I would go out of the biome, so I didn't want them to despawn or anything, so I just gave them names. So yeah, now anyway, so these are the two new variants of the pig. So right over here is the cold variant, and you can find that in colder biomes. Like there was a taiga right over there, and I spawned one in, and that's the one I spawned in, and it gave me that variant. And then you also have the warm variant, which generates in like warmer biomes, so like the savanna, the jungle, the badlands, those kinds of biomes. And then the cold one is like, of course, I mentioned the taiga, but like other cold kind of biomes as well. I'm not sure, but so that's where you can find those. And so with these, so if I spawn a regular pig in, it's just going to be the regular classic pink pig. But you have these two new variants over here, which I absolutely love because it's like more variation. So it makes the world more interesting when you're exploring it, because you're not just seeing the same texture for the same mob. Well, it is the same mob, as it has the same UI. It's the same mob, it's just a different texture. But I like how it adds more variety to the game, and I think we can all enjoy that over here. So yeah, now anyway, now with this snapshot, honestly, I think obviously this is probably not going to be the only changes we're seeing soon, as I think we're probably going to be seeing some more changes as well, some new stuff. So the changes that they added kind of relate to nature and atmosphere. So that's what these changes are, as like the leaves, like the fallen leaves, or the new flowers, or the leaf litter, or the new pig variants. Those are supposed to be things that they're kind of small, but it makes the game better because it like adds to the atmosphere of the game. So honestly, I think that's what this snapshot and I think update is going for, is probably some kind of nature update. I'm not sure if we're gonna get like seasons or anything. I think that would be really cool if we got seasons, but I'm not sure. Maybe some kind of nature update or atmospheric update. Like if they do some kind of atmospheric or nature update, I think it would also be cool if they added more sounds to like the nature or whatever, like to the nature, like, you know, the forest biome or just in general to different biomes. Because I think it would be really cool for that if we had more like, you know, atmospheric like sound effects and stuff. Yeah, sorry, I was just hearing like pans and stuff, so I had to stop talking for a second because I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. But anyway, sorry for that interruption. And of course, this video, like all my other videos, are not scripted, so I'm just saying things as I'm thinking as well. So sorry if it's kind of all over the place. But anyway, so that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a comment down below as to what you think this Minecraft update will be about and what you think they'll add in future snapshots. So yeah, now anyway, that'll be it for the video today. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.